Hello everyone, I'm the FC and this is CWANless TV, and today I'm bringing you guys the match preview for our game against Watford later tonight at 8 PM. But before I get into the preview, please, if you haven't pressed the bell notification button, please press that and stay notified to all things CWANless TV. It's only going to be a match preview for today's video. Unfortunately, there's been some problems with the Predict That 11 part of this video. There's been a lot of issues with the computer that's been used, so I'm going to have to bring that for the next game, so apologies for that. But anyway, getting straight into the match preview for the game against Watford. Now, Watford could end up being that team that we need to play to try and get some form for this month, because it's going to be a very important month. We know we're playing Barcelona, we know we'll be playing Man United, and then later on we'll be playing Man City as well. So it's vital that we get some consistency and form for this month, because really this month is going to decide our season. Now, why do I say Watford are the perfect team to play? Well, Watford, since December, in 11 games, they've only won one game. They've drawn 3 and lost the remaining games. And that's not good enough. It's no surprise why they sacked their manager, why he was replaced with Javi Gracia. Now, with Watford, one thing they have had is a massive injury crisis. So many players out injured. So that really hasn't helped things at all, especially in terms of consistency and obviously building upon things. For example, Kiko Femenia, been a very impressive right wing back so far this Premier League season. He's out with an injury at this moment in time. Another big player out for Watford is Gomez. He's been their #1 goalkeeper so far. He's been pretty impressive since he's been back in the Premier League. Another reason why I say it's the perfect time to be playing Watford is the fact that under Gracia, they are a bit more defensive compared to their time under Silva. Now, Watford did start the season very impressively, but then reports were coming out that the Everton rumours with Silva really, put him off. And that really affected the psychology of the squad as well, especially on top of that when they're losing games as well. And they're saying that maybe the manager wasn't as motivated as maybe he would have been, because maybe he felt disappointed that he couldn't speak with Everton. But with Gracia, they've been playing a bit more conservatively, focusing more on defensive organisation. And really, when we did beat Watford 4-2 earlier this season, it was one of those crazy games that really shouldn't have been 4-2 to us, because Watford had plenty of opportunities to make it 3-1 and really kill the game for us. They pressed us high, stopped the wing backs going forward, they flooded men forward as well, plus they man mark our central midfielders. The same tactic we see used time and time again. But since they've become less attacking, under Gracia he's focusing more on the organisation of the team, and because of that, they're not really as effective going forward as much. Now, they did reinforce by bringing in Delafeu on loan, but he's going to provide a threat playing probably on the left-hand side, but he's able to cut inside and affect a lot of things. But I'm not expecting him to have as much joy against Aspie or Victor Moses, especially as it seems like he's not going to get that support out wide from the fullbacks either, so we should be able to stifle them and try to nullify some of their counter-attacks. I've always thought one main thing with Watford is that they sign about 10 players every single summer, and I really think it's the squad's integration that doesn't really work as well. If there's new players constantly coming in, coming out, it's typical that the morale within the squad isn't going to be as high. For example, let's say some of your friends are gone, or you don't get along with this player or that player. It's hard for them to gel as a squad and as a team, and I think Watford really needs to change their transfer mentality in terms of, constantly signing 10 new players every single summer. It's just not working, and it's no surprise why psychologically the squad's having a lot of problems. Now, in that predicted part of the video, I'm hoping to see a 4-3-3. The reason why I say that is the fact that, we saw something quite similar against Arsenal, similar type of defeat in terms of, conceding the first 3 goals in the first half. Against Bournemouth, we conceded all 3 goals in the second half of the game, and Conte switched things to a 4-3-3, and we started to control the game a bit more. We were able to force them back, and we were able to really drag out their players out wide and get some of our players in the danger zone. So, when Conte is backed in the corner, he likes to make those changes, and I'm hoping today he's going to throw everyone by surprise and play a 4-3-3 system. A lot of you guys did see my previous video on tactically why Conte's system has been found out, and I'm honestly thinking that we need enough guys playing in between the lines. I think it's about time now to let the shackles of the team stick with a back 4, have Conte sitting in front, so when we're off the ball he's sitting deeper because he destroys counter-attacks by himself, push those full-backs forward to get forward and have more attacking support. That's what we need. It's going to help the wing-backs because they have more passing options, plus it's going to help our front 3 as well because they have more support around them, and hopefully it's going to stop our rigid style of play. It's important, it's essential that we do this now, and I think this could be the game when we can see a tactical innovation. Another reason why I think 4-3-3 will be the system we use today and is the best system to use is the fact that a lot of our attacking players are out injured, so it might make sense to utilise some of the midfield men, hopefully have Fabregas as part of the three where he's able to actually join in and link up with the attack. There's a massive possibility that Giroud will be starting in this game today, hopefully meaning that Hazard can play on the left hand side where he has more space to roam and actually drive at people to create space for the team, because that's what we haven't been seeing due to obviously the rigid way at which Conte sets his players out. I don't think it should take too long for Giroud to get used to things. I think by having that support around him, Giroud's always been more comfortable having players close to him and he's able to play off of people with his, great first touch and obviously his flick-ons as well. So I think it could be interesting to see them playing. Now, for the final reason as to why I think the 4-3-3 is needed in this game is because it can rejuvenate the team. We've seen that before last season when we switched to a 3-4-3. That was the key that was needed to rejuvenate the team, because players, especially the attacking players who didn't have much support, finally had that with the wing backs. Now, I think we need another change as well to create more options and provide more support for the attacking players and for the wing backs. And if Conte wants to show why he wants to stay at the club and continue working, this will be the perfect game to be brave and make a decisive decision. But anyway, you guys, for this game, I'm going to be going for a 2-0 win to Chelsea. I don't think that Watford's attacking threat will be as high in this game. And as I said, I'm expecting Conte to be brave in this game and really take everyone by surprise. I'm hoping as well to see Hudson-Odoi coming on. I mean, I love him to start. I think he's been so effective coming on off the bench. He's been much more effective compared to Pedro and Barkley during that small game time he's had compared to those two players. And this will be another great account to really let him, show what he can do in this league, what he can offer the team, and why Chelsea should start giving some of their best young players game time and development time. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching today's video. I'm the FC. This is Blue Line CV. Signing out.